Hello all, it's Barb here, longtime professional home care personal support worker, union steward, and certified member and co-chair of a joint health and safety committee. This is part 3 of my short series on burnout, and this is things you can do to try to help the situation and stave off burnout. Once you're able to recognize it in yourself or even suspect that that's what is going on with you, first thing is to try to seek help. That may include talking to your supervisor, saying, hey, listen, I've been working so much lately. I'm really starting to feel this. I really need a downtime, a day off, something. See if your employer has an EAP, which is an employee assistance program. That includes, well, ours does, includes where you can talk to a counselor over the phone and try to get some help that way. Evaluating your options, which is something you can talk to your supervisor about. That may include cutting back your workload, taking some time off, that sort of thing. Try a relaxing activity. There are things you can do to help relax you. For me, it's getting into the garden and doing work there. It's doing work around the house sometimes. It just feels good to be able to get something accomplished. For me this weekend, I've got a really old house and there's a stone foundation and some of the mortar has come away over the years. Previous owners didn't do anything about it. I've got to get that mortaring done. 2 years ago, I bought the mortar, and between time and money, I was never able to get to it. Well, finally, on this week off, I got 90% of the mortaring done. What's left isn't really that bad. I felt such a sense of accomplishment. It was so great. The rest of it I can do next year. Try to exercise. That could be something as simple as going for a walk, going for a swim, or working out in other ways as it suits you. Try to get some sleep. When I sleep, I go by the science. When I had my children, I suddenly was a light sleeper. And it was just really hard for me. But now kids are long grown up, they're long gone, but I was still having problems getting to sleep. So I looked at the science, which is what I do, being a science nerd and a medical nerd. Completely black room, cool room. If you like some music or some sound of some kind, I like it quiet. And I have a fan going, first of all, for air circulation, but it's also, I guess, a type of white noise, which helps me. Mindfulness. Now, mindfulness has sort of taken on a stigma as being new agey. It isn't. Mindfulness is when you focus on the task at hand. For instance, when I was doing the mortaring, as much as it was a bit of a chore, mixing the mortar, lugging it there, I'm on the ground, I'm filling the cracks after knocking the old mortar out. I focused on that and that alone. And when I was done, I felt so relaxed. Later on, the aches came, and that's when the bath happened. One time I made sushi trays for a friend of mine, and I focused just on doing that, and I felt so relaxed afterwards. It was incredible. So mindfulness is focusing on the task you're doing. I know everyone talks about multitasking. One, maybe two tasks, yeah, but too much is actually not a good thing, which the science has been saying. Another thing you can be mindful about is breathing. If you just sit quietly and just focus on your breath in, and focus on your breath out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Focusing on what you're feelings without judging. Those are some of the things you can do to help yourself. But the main thing, I think, is to seek help once you recognize it in yourself. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you on the flip side.